we're going to hear from the National Center for Children and Families, who talk about, are going to share things about fostering strong communities and the special holiday celebration for youth and families that they're going to have. So Akiana, and I'll have to ask Akiana the correct pronunciation of her last name, Fleurantin. She's the director of Foster Care Recruitment, Retention, and Training at the National Center for Children and Families. But we're going to watch this quick video and then we'll be speaking to her.
Have you ever thought about being a foster parent? By becoming a foster parent, you can provide love, trust, hope, and a stable home for children who have been separated from their families due to neglect and abuse. Every child deserves a safe space to grow, dream, and learn. Becoming a foster parent is a rewarding way to change the course of a child's life. NCCF's mission is to create a healthy environment for all vulnerable children and youth. Join the mission and start your journey today. Call or text the National Center for Children and Families at 657-522-0770 or visit us at nccf-cares.org/fostercare to find out more.
Good afternoon, Akiana Fleurantin. How are you?
Good afternoon. Hi, Denise.
Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, you're doing perfect. Akiana Fleurantin, that's it.
Good, wonderful. And so you're the director of Foster Care Recruitment and Retention and Training at the National Center for Children and Families. Talk about NCCF first and give us a little background about the work that you all do there.
Yeah, NCCF is a private nonprofit. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. We provide several different services in the district and in Maryland. Foster care is not all we do, although we are highlighting foster care and adoption this month. We are the leaders in what we do in the area. We are very proud of that. Our staff is very dedicated to ensuring that we provide vulnerable families with all the supports that they need, whether it's housing, support through education, foster care. We do quite a lot.
It sounds, and so how did you get involved?
With NCCF?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I am not a DMV resident. I am from Cambridge, Massachusetts. So I was working for the child welfare system in Massachusetts. I have been, whether it's ongoing case management or investigator and part of their after-hour emergency services for child welfare for quite a while. Then when I moved to the DMV, I found NCCF and it's a perfect fit. I am on the other end. So before I worked directly with the birth families, going to their homes, doing visits, and now I get to support the foster families after those youth come into the system and make sure that they have all they need, whether it's training or support, so that they provide a trauma-focused or trauma-informed care when they're in the home.
Akiana, it's kind of hard when we are doing sort of these interviews and they're 10 or 10 minutes or so. And, we really want to get to the gut of the issue out there. And there's so many young people who, need homes, need foster care providers. And I'm trying to get from you maybe, what is it that, has caused you to take this path? I mean, not that I need to get into your personal business, but when you see these children or these families that need help, I mean, what is it that I don't know, makes your heart go out and to do this kind of work?
Right. No, that's a good question. I think for those who work in the child welfare system, it takes a toll on us. There are separating a child from their family is very difficult. So in that sense, joining or becoming a social worker for child protection, a lot of people will tell you not to do it. Like I remember when I was going to school, I went to Delaware State University, and a lot of the times people say, oh, why'd you do social work? Like you're going to take away kids from their families. What drives me is my drive to ensure that I support children. And wherever children are, I want to support them. So I've done family shelters to ensure children have stability. I've done mental health with families to ensure children have the mental health services they need. So wherever the need is that involves youth and children, that's what drives me. I'm a huge family person. My family will tell you. So I'm like the professional aunt of the family. I want to make sure that there's some type of stability and happiness in all children. So that's kind of what drives me to do the role that I do now.
And we've talked a little bit about, the trauma that happens with children and families. Also, when it comes to, education, other areas of a child's life, that sort of get, just thrown out of whack because of this instability. Have you seen where or how, your work has really helped to, as I talked to Ashley earlier about successes, where your involvement or NCCF's involvement has really sort of made a difference in the lives of children and families?
Yeah. When new foster parents join NCCF, they also go through training to become licensed, and they have continued training throughout the year. And all of that training focuses on how to support, most of the training focuses on the how to support the needs of the child, to create as much as we can some type of stable environment where all their needs are met. And NCCF does a great job in providing wraparound services for youth when they come into our care. So whether it's the clinical team providing case management, or whether it's my training team ensuring that our foster parents are trained in trauma and how to respond to a youth who's experienced trauma, we have several different teams, all hands on deck when it comes to ensuring the stability um, of a child and youth. I think what's difficult is, Case hit on it earlier, youth do bounce from home to home. And at NCCF, we thrive on getting foster parents who are committed and not quitting or creating more trauma to the child through their own traumas. We want to bring on people who are not only committed, who know that there will be hard days, but there will be good days too. And I think NCCF does a great job in stabilizing our youth to make sure our staff and our foster parents are well informed and ready for the long run.
I'm on there too. I should have asked um, one of our former guests this, but for children who are in the foster care system or have been adopted, is there a stigma related to that where, particularly in school and places like that, when parents ask, school teachers or whomever ask about parents, I mean, these are now their parents, but is there any kind of, emotional uh, reaction to that kind of question?
Yeah, I would say nationally, we see a stigma for youth who are in foster care. That is something that we're always going to see. And a lot of the stigma when youth come into care and they are struggling with being separated from their families, or they are struggling with um, their emotions, their behaviors due to the trauma that they've experienced, sometimes that displays as challenging for other people, for people who work in the school system or the community. And a lot of the times, those children are stigmatized to be a problem. Um, and as adults, we can do better with identifying or educating ourselves about the support these youth need, who have probably seen things and experienced things that a lot of us have not. At NCCF, one of my foster parents actually the other day mentioned that when a youth comes to her home, she ensures to ask, "What do you want me to call you, and what do you want to call me?" And at the school, she does not introduce herself as "I'm the foster parent," or which they may know, right? Because they communicate with our teams, which they may know, so that when they're at school or soccer or basketball, they're not advertising themselves as the child's foster parent, to try to preserve this idea of family and to prevent stigma in the community. We want our youth to feel a part of the home that they join. Even though our focus is communication, we still want them to feel a part of the family. And labeling them, just putting a label like foster child when they go in the community is not what we do. And I'm proud that our foster parent did share that the other day, and many I know have similar approaches, whether they're called aunt or mommy and then their name, whatever it is, that they create that safe space with that youth so that they're not stigmatized in the community.
Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear that. There's a way to navigate that relationship. I know that you all are planning a holiday celebration. I want to kind of lift the spirits a little bit. So let's talk a little bit about that. What's the goal for this, and when and where and what?
Yes, I live for our holiday party because I feel like Santa Claus when I do the holiday party and the kids get so happy. So we have our annual foster care and adoption holiday party on December 13th. It is a party that all of our youth are invited to. So right now we have approximately 242 children and youth in care with NCCF. And so all of those youth and the families that they live with, the families that are caring for them, are invited to this party. We are in need of donations. So usually we have activities and a photo booth, and we have a DJ. That's the best part. Our kids love to dance. We have a DJ, and on that day, all youth in care get their gifts from the agency. So we are in need of donations for all youth who are 0 to 21 years old. We have a higher need for gifts for youth that are 16 to 21. A lot of the times we get gift cards or small gifts for them. So sometimes they feel left out. So if you have like great ideas on gifts to donate for the youth who are ages 16 to 21, we will also take that. I think everyone always thinks about babies and the 4-year-olds, and our older youth also need gifts. You can donate by calling any of the numbers on the flyer. You can do the QR code or call us directly, and we will coordinate. If you have large donations, we will coordinate pickup. You can also use the drop-off address and the mailing address there to send it to us directly.
So when do you need this?
I would love for all gifts to be in by December 11th. I know it's crunch time, so the holiday season is approaching. We will love for all the donations to be in by December 11th so we can sort through them and organize them by age. And that way we can also see what we need if we do not meet the goal from ensuring that every child has a gift.
Well, I keep saying Black Friday's coming. And I know folks are going to do, our viewers are going to do what I call conscious shopping.
Conscious shopping.
And so if they go out and do that conscious shopping, they will find something to give, some things maybe even to give. Now, 16, 17, 18-year-olds, other than clothes, I'm not quite sure what.
Yeah, they're a tough crowd. They like what they like, right? So I don't know, headphones or everyone likes cell phone accessories, I'm assuming, gaming accessories. You can also give us ideas. I don't have all the ideas, but I know that they're a tough crowd, but we want to make sure that we provide them something that shows that people thought of them. They thought of their age, they thought that they were in care, and that they can use throughout the year and enjoy it.
Well, it could be a thing where if a household has a teenager, support the teenager to go out and buy a gift for another teenager. I mean, just what did it say? Pay it forward.
Yep, pay it forward. That's a perfect family activity.
Yeah. So, well, I'm glad that you were able to come and talk with us today and tell us a little bit about NCCF and what you all are doing and how the impact that you're having on children and families in the foster care system. We appreciate your hard work, and we hope that our viewers will support your holiday program and support the program throughout the year. This problem or this issue is not going to go away, sadly, but hopefully we can see the numbers reduced with the more support for families that need it to make sure that children can stay in safe and loving homes. So I appreciate you being with us, Akiana. Is there anything else that you want to say before we close?
Yeah, I would say a lot of our new foster parents that come to us, they share that they have sat on the idea of reaching out for months before they reached out, or a year before they reached out. They've considered fostering. And I want to say, do not doubt yourself. No question is too small. We can walk you through the process. We can speak to you over the phone. We have a very personalized recruitment process. It's what makes us stand out from other agencies. Give us a call, be matched with a recruiter. We will answer your calls. I do not want you sitting on the idea, because you may qualify. And when you do that, you can provide support to a youth who's in need. And our youth come from the district and Maryland. So reach out, give us a call, ask your question. We'll provide you with the information so that you can make an informed decision on how to support a youth in foster care.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're
Perfect way to
welcome.
end the show. We appreciate you, appreciate your time, and thank you for being with us today.
You're welcome.
All righty. Have a good one.
You too.
Okay.
Where do you come to get